Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm sitting here tonight with Mason. We're doing kind of a different type of video tonight. Hopefully the audio is good. We don't have any microphones. We're just using the microphone that's on the camera, so hopefully you guys can actually hear us well. And we're going to just talk a little bit about, basically, we're going to do another video like this as well, but this particular video that we're shooting right now, strictly talking about Mason's truck, the race truck, and everything that happened with it this year. Basically the progress that we made with it earlier on in the year and the times that we were able to get. So to start with, we will, hopefully Mason can speak up today.
We'll see.
We'll talk about, okay, so like in 2019 we had some issues with the truck. You guys are new to the channel. When we first built this truck, it was a VP44 truck. I really don't know what it dyed. Did we ever dyno with the VP on it?
Yeah, not with all the stuff we've done, but
So we never really dynoed it with all of the mods that we did initially.
it was like 400 horse with an old S300.
And then we did the 467 and a couple other things, went to a different tuner. I mean, the bottom line was with that truck was it just had wiring harness issues. And we quickly realized that unless we were going to do like an engine harness swap and stuff on it, that we needed to figure something out. So that led us into P-pumping the truck. This is like fall 2019. We P-pumped the truck. It made...
That was May 2019.
Was it May?
Yeah.
Okay, so we P-pumped it. We're not going to talk a whole lot about last year. We're just kind of bringing you guys up to speed. P-pumped it, etc., etc. Really just didn't get the times we wanted out of the truck. The pump that was on it was just kind of, I think it was a 160 auto pump, and it just didn't really make any power. So fast forward into the beginning of late 2019, early 2020, we decided we were just going to completely redo everything. And yeah, we just kind of started cutting stuff out of it.
Yeah, that's not how the truck was originally planned to go. But
yeah, originally we weren't going to do that, but we started with, we took the dash out, we took the headliner out, we pulled all the carpet out, we just started cutting stuff out of the doors. It's a lot cheaper to shave weight than it is to add horsepower, so that was our main motive behind it. We were going to get this truck as light as possible. So yeah, we got to cut the fender wells out of it. Cut the fender wells out of it, and really started to get the truck to where we knew it was going to be light. And our goal back then was to do a 10-second quarter mile initially. We do go to quite a bit of the 770 ODSS races, but I mean realistically there's a lot of competition there, and we just wanted the truck to go fast more than anything. We're trying to make content for you guys so you can see the truck go fast, but on the closer races we did go to ODSS races and compete in the 770 bracket. So to start with the motor, I'll let Mace talk about that a little bit. We had some issues with the original motor that came out of the truck. It was 300,000 miles probably.
yeah, it was like 320.
320.
Wore out. It was had a lot of blow by. Kept blowing head gaskets.
A lot of blow by.
And, we went and picked up a motor and supposedly fire ring. Found that out pretty quick. It wasn't.
Yeah, first pass.
Yeah.
First time we took it out on the road.
Took it down the road, melted a oil line, came back, fixed it, went back out and blew it within
Yeah.
less than an eighth mile of getting on it.
Yeah, it just literally shot oil. Blew the oil passage right out the front of the head and started leaking oil out the front, and we tore it down that night and found out that it was not firing like we were told it was. So then we had to basically, then we took the cylinder head up to Nye's machine shop there in Muncie, and they did a firing job on it. I think they did a valve job too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a valve job, whatever they consider their valve job.
Valve job, fire rings, no porting or anything like that, and then we put the truck back together. And then this is about the time that COVID hit, so all the tracks were closed down. We got the truck all ready to go, we got some nice tires for it, and boom, we just couldn't do anything with it. It felt like for at least like 2 months went by probably.
Yeah, I think it was May before we even got to a track, the end of May.
We went to
Wagler.
They did that private. Mason was actually able to snag a spot at that. That was like an invitation only thing, and he someone backed out, so he was able to get a spot at that, and we went, and right off, and you guys are gonna have to excuse me with these times. I can't remember what all the times were.
Was 764,
Yeah, right off the trailer with the new setup, 764.
and figured out it didn't have overdrive, and the TV lever wasn't hooked up, so it wasn't building any pressure, so it was probably slipping a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't have the TV lever pulled back, so the valve body wasn't putting out as much pressure as it should, and smoked the trans in it. So we had to do a rebuild on it. Which, did we do a rebuild before we put it back in, or was it still good?
We did a rebuild before we did that.
Yeah, so we did a rebuild, and then only took it to the track once. I had to rebuild it again. Luckily, nothing got hurt too bad.
We took it twice.
Took it twice.
Yeah, it was after Muncie when we
After
were
Muncie. So we did a full rebuild here at the house. Yeah, and we're still running on the same torque converter as when we initially put it together.
Yeah, that came out of Bailey's white truck.
Yeah, still holding on. So we got the motor all dialed in, running good. So before we took it out this year, we did swap it over to a 12mm injection pump. Sorry if this stuff just, I feel like I'm skipping around, not covering all my points, but so to summarize the engine stuff, the drivetrain, we'll summarize that real quick and we'll move on to the next category. So we did the 12mm firing TED, 12mm injection pump, firing TED, built the transmission, billet input, billet output, 7x13 injectors.
7x12.
7x12.
We had to send those out because they sent us one 7x11.
Yeah, so 7x12 injectors in it, valve springs, push rods, 467, 8390, and yeah, that covers all the motor stuff. Before we put the 12mm on it, it made 690 on spray. So we never dynoed the truck this year, but I'd say it's probably making mid-sevens, realistically, on fuel. Okay, and then building the bed sides. So the first year that we had the truck out, we gutted the bed, we cut the inner fender wells out of it. Don't really know why, we just did. They were rusty, we cut them out. And we really wanted to shave some more weight, and here's my cat joining us. All right, so we decided, we got the bed all, we gutted the bed. We decided that we really wanted to try and cut some more weight off of the truck. Around the time that we were doing the gutting the cab, gutting the whole truck, basically cutting the doors, we had the bed off and we started cutting the cross member out of the truck, the one, well, we didn't cut it completely out, but the spare tire. It was like a huge mount in the back of those for the spare tire. We cut most of it out and just left a little sliver of it to kind of hold the frame together. We cut some other stuff off the frame. I mean, we cut the
overload stuff off.
Cut the overloads off. We put all new brake lines on it. And then we actually did it here. I'm really surprised that we were able to pull it off with our lack of fabrication skills, but we made a pretty legit bedside setup for it, and it worked fine. We never gave us any issues. We just kind of...
One break one time, but it was just a bottom support, kept it from flapping.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Nothing major, so we actually just kind of hung. I think we just did it by hand. We didn't even really have a way. Some guys I've seen will kind of make like a jig to hold the bed, and then you build the brackets to that. We didn't even do that. We just kind of eyeballed it and got the bed hanging there and tweaked it and bent it a little bit and got it straight. We got one done. We did the other one, tied it all together. We put a fuel cell on it, mounted the air dog on the frame rail, and then we had to rewire the truck. Now obviously this truck, we completely rewired it. I mean, there's nothing on it that's factory at all, not the lights or anything. It's all custom. We did an external voltage regulator on the truck and got him a switch panel inside. He wired his turn signals on toggle switches, brake lights, all that stuff is just basically all standalone. And that just basically simplifies the truck. I mean, it's basically a 12 valve. It's a 24 valve, but has a P pump on it. So the only thing it really needs is fuel to the injection pump and it'll start. So we got all that completely done. And yeah, we got it out to the track. Let me make sure I'm not jumping around here. So the first time out was at Wagler. We did what off the trailer?
764.
did a 764 off the trailer, and then we did probably mid sevens for the rest of the day.
772, 790, 780. It was all over the place in the high sevens. But
Yeah, so we really did, from what we came from, we made quite a bit of progress with the truck, but really it was just lacking some air. We took it to, where all did we go after there? We went
we
to,
went to Muncie one time after that and ran the 1180 out the quarter.
you know, we did some quarter mile stuff with it, mid 11s.
Then we, I think after that we went to Thunder and Bunker.
Yeah, that was a wash. We didn't, I mean, he got to make some test passes there, but didn't really get to do any racing there.
That was after the trans rebuild and the turbo rebuild.
Yeah, we got the turbo rebuilt mid-season because it cracked the wheel, didn't it?
Yeah, there was a crack in the wheel, and I decided to take care of that before it was an issue.
We got that fixed, and then well, I guess I'll just go ahead and jump to, we went to the track a couple more times. Did we go to Shide? Did you bring it to Shide?
Went to Shide.
Went to Shide. Do you remember how I did there? You actually went a couple rounds, I think, at 770.
I got knocked out first round by Nick.
Okay.
It had the battery shut off, was all corroded up, and I didn't make it to Q2.
Yeah. We had some battery terminal issues, which we fixed those. That was stupid on our end. And then the last time that we took it out this year, we went to Muncie, and we decided to turn the timing up some more. We put like 4 degrees of timing in it on top of what it was already doing. And we hooked the bottle up, got a bottle pressure gauge, and we sprayed on it. Well, the first pass, your tree was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It wouldn't come up.
we couldn't get up on the charger. We don't really know. Did we ever figure out why? Don't know if it was
Unless it was that valve.
Yeah, so to sum things up for you guys, my battery's about to die. In the middle of the drag racing season, we did actually take Mason's truck to a dirt drag and actually took home the win there. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, first dirt drag experience went pretty well.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was Cole Motors over in Van Wert, Ohio, and he's a great dude. They put on a really good show, and I mean, of course, you're always going to talk it up when you win,
Yeah.
you know. But it really was. It was a great show. Really cool environment. I hope he does it again next year. We will absolutely be returning to, and yeah, it was their first time ever doing it, and I was blown away. By how nice the staff were. Everyone on his team does great. We took it to the track the last time in, I don't know, what was it, September, October? Early October, probably.
I think it was September.
Late September, early October. Just a couple months ago, we took the truck out with the nitrous and everything hooked up. And first pass, the truck just wouldn't come up on the charger. And it ran a 11.2.
It was like an 11.8.
Yeah, but the 8th mile was...
It was a 7.78.
Yeah, we did the math, and maybe I can find the time slip we can put up here on the screen. But given what the 60-foot was to the mile an hour, there's some math you can do there. Normally does 1.5 60-foot. That pass, it was like a 2.0. I believe it was 2.00 something. And the truck went 11.
1180 something at like 120 miles an hour.
Right.
I think it was like 11. I think the fastest I had was like 1150 at like 112.
But that was with that 1.5 60-foot. So that half second's basically a full second out the back end. So in theory, if it would have 60-footed right, it would have been like a 10.8, which is what we really were shooting for. But although we did fall a little short, we were still able to get pretty close. I mean, we just from how far the trucks came, it's unreal, really. Just from a couple of hillbillies that don't know anything about drag racing, going into it with no experience. It's not like we were raised in this stuff or anything. You know, this is all just our research and knowledge. So yeah, we did come quite a long ways. And we thought that the truck, well, he made that pass. We didn't make any more passes because it sounded like it melted a piston. It sounded like it was down a hole, had a bunch of blow-by. Well, not really a ton of blow-by, but we were just thinking it was more than normal. Look at it. And we packed it up, called it a night. Mason gets it home a couple days later and just checking over some simple stuff and realizes that the valve lash on number 6 exhaust,
it wasn't allowing it to close all the way. It was just barely keeping it open, causing a little miss.
so it wouldn't make any compression. So that's all that was wrong with the truck, guys. We told you it was broke, but I just honestly I keep forgetting to put it in the video that that's all that was wrong with the truck. So the truck still runs good. It's ready to go to the track, but right now, living in Indiana, it's 30, 40 degrees outside right now, so the tracks are all closed. So Mason pulled the turbo setup off of the truck, sold it, and we're going to be going to a bigger turbo next year, probably an S472 with a little bit bigger of an exhaust housing, and we're going to redo some stuff on it this winter, which you guys will just have to stay tuned for the videos and see what all we do there. And that's really all we're probably going to change. And then I'd say early next year we'll probably get it out, and depending on how fast it goes, we may have to do some cage stuff. We may have to make a hoop or something. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. We really appreciate all you guys sticking with us all year and watching the videos, liking, subscribing, telling your buddies about it. All you local guys coming to us for work, we really appreciate it, and helping you guys support us and what we do. Something new that I'm going to do for this, I'm going to put in at the end of this video. If you like this content and you want to support the channel in a free way, my cat once again, if you want to support the channel in a free way, if you shop on Amazon, if you shop on Amazon to buy anything, I'm going to put a link in the video description. This is an Amazon link. It'll take you to your Amazon just like it does at any other time. Although, if you purchase items through this link, it will give us a small commission. It costs you absolutely nothing more out of your pocket, just a cheap, easy, fast way you can support the channel. So copy and paste that link, put it as your desktop for your Amazon link. Anytime you get on there to buy stuff, buy it through that link. And we also like to link other Amazon stuff in the descriptions of the videos as well. It's a cheap and easy way that you guys can help support the channel, and we do appreciate you guys once again. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will do one more video like this. I don't know if it's going to be the next video, but coming up soon we will do another video talking about how 2020 went as a year in general. We had multiple other projects on the build, multiple other projects on the channel, and we'd like to talk a little bit about those. It'll be a little bit longer of a video. And at the end of that video, I would also like to add in a Q&A. If you guys want to get to know a little bit more about us, any questions you have, leave a comment down below on this video, and we will put those into the next one we do. It'll be a video like this, except we'll be talking about the entire channel as a year, not just strictly Mason's truck. There's just a lot to cover. That's what we do the most stuff with, traveling, etc. So we just kind of wanted to make it its own separate video, and then we'll talk about the Shorty, we'll talk about, well, the Fummins was gone at the beginning of this year, talk about the white truck we're doing some stuff on, and a couple of Bailey's builds in between that we did some stuff on, getting the shop in a lot better shape, etc. So we'll save all that for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.